Greetings! Welcome to Chaotic Beagle Entertainment. I am your host, Chaos, as always. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's deck tech is going to be a very interesting one. Again, this is another older deck. The last one was my previously Gashoth, but now Zakama Dinosaur Primal Calamity deck. This one is, again, an older deck that I've had for a while, needing of a severe revamp, but I wanted to go ahead and throw this one out here just to get some ideas, see if you all had some tips and tidbits on what I can do to beef it up. So I want to thank you all for joining me here at Chaotic Beagle Entertainment, and today we're showing off Nath of the Gilt-Leaf. Very, very fun there. Very interesting commander deck that I've got. So this one is basically a elf tribal for the most part. Elf tribal deck. He is a 3 black-green elf warrior for a 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may have target opponent discard a card at random. Whenever an opponent discards a card, you may put a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token into play. So basically, this is my elfish tribal discard deck. Basically here, no cards for you, elf warriors for me, and I'm going to beat you in the face with them. Very fun deck. I like to play this one. It can be a little bit agitating just because it's discard. So, you know, people don't have much of cards in their hands. Sometimes I will make them draw cards so that they can discard those cards. Just things of that sort. So, let's go ahead. And again, this is Nath of the Gilt-Leaf. So we're going to slide the commander off to the corner here, as we always do, and get to breaking this deck on down. So we've got, I believe, 10 basic swamps. Little swamp ass for you. So 10 basic swamps. Nice little basic start there. See that? Play on word? No? No? Okay. Alright. Then forests. We've got, what is this? 5. I believe 16? 16 forests. Lots of forests. So, all the forests your booty can handle. Look at them all. Look at them all. Alright. Then we have unique lands. So we've got 5 unique lands. These are Golgari Guildgate. Again, this deck does need a revamp, so, you know, just a heads up there. But if you guys have suggestions, please throw them in the comments. I am more than happy to take those into consideration and see what I can pick up. Jungle Hollow. WIrewood Lodge. Llanowar Wastes, and Geier Reach Sanitarium. And this is, so they don't have any cards, you know, pay 2, each player draws a card, then discards a card, and that will trigger off my Nath of the Gilt-Leaf, because they're going to draw, and then they're going to discard, and I'm going to get a whole bunch of warrior tokens. Alright, next up, artifacts. So, here we've got 7 artifacts. So this is going to be Lifecrafter's Bestiary, Swiftfoot Boots, Geth's Grimoire, Coat of Arms to beef up those elves, Bow of Nylea, Skullclamp. You know, if you want to sacrifice a couple of elves to be able to draw some cards, wham bam, and Lightning Greaves. So, not too bad, not too bad. Alright, next up is Enchantments. And a lot of these enchantments work off the utility of discards and being able to give me other benefits of other players discarding, benefits of creatures coming into play, things like that. So we have Bottomless Pit, Crown of Skemfall, Creeping Dread, Beastmaster's Ascension, Raider's Wake, Words of Waste, Elvish Guidance, Waste Not, Liliana's Caress, Larceny, and Megrim. So basically a lot of, mostly a lot of life loss. You discard a card, lose 10 life. You know, discard a card, you take a punch to the face, that kind of deal. So, very nice, very fun. Alright, so we have a very hefty amount of sorceries in this puppy. So, let me see, what do we got? 3, 6, 9, 12, 17, I would say. And I'll make sure in the details right here that I have all the numbers correct. I know I've messed that up on a few previous videos, but I believe it's 17 sorceries that I have in here. So, Ecological Appreciation, Remoreseless Punishment, Diabolical Tutor, Ill-Gotten Gains, Arterial Flow, Harmonize, Elvish Promenade, Syphon Mind, Driven to Despair, Fraying Omnipotence. Words are hard. Fraying Omnipotence, Shamanic Revelation, Harvest Season, Dark Deal, Unnerve, Smallpox, Delirium Skeins, Torment of Hailfire. This is one of my big ones. If I've got the mana to really boost this one up, basically making, you know, I think the most I've done was either 10 or 15 Torment of Hailfire. So basically 15 times they either have to lose 3 life, sack a non-land permanent, or discard a card. So quite a few people have fallen to this. I think there's only once that I hit really, really hard with it, and they ended up surviving, but then I swung out and it was, you know, still signing off on that game day. So, a lot of good stuff, a lot of good capability, discards, drawing, getting the stuff that I need, some token generation. But yes, very, very hefty chunk of the deck is sorceries. I only have 3 instants, which are Doomblade. Got to have a little bit of instant removal. Doomblade, Eye Blight's Ending, and Putrefy. It's like, hey, don't like this. Get rid of it. Alright, the tastiest part of this deck. The creatures. And again, this is a elf tribal for the most part. You know, getting the tokens, everything else, but there are going to be some vampires and some other things in there because they have discard mechanics, flying, and some of the other stuff that helps this deck really kind of get off the ground and knock some stuff out. So we got Heedless One, Elvish Visionary, Ivy Lane Denizen, Draga Warcaller, Fel's Spectre, Reese the Exalted, Lys Alana Huntmaster, Llanowar Elves, Wood Elves, Immaculate Magistrate, Cunning Lethomancer, Circle of Dreams Druid, Timberwatch Elf, Elvish Arch Druid, Wirewood Herald, Dwynnin Gilt-Leaf Dean, Llanowar Loam Speaker, Elvish Dreadlord, Elvish Harbinger, Jagged Scar Archers, Essence Warden, and this one's kind of nice. So the Essence Warden's a beefy one. Whenever another creature comes into play, not under your control, anywhere, their field, your cousin, mama's, brother's, cousin's, former roommate's field, any of them. So whenever another creature comes into play, gain 1 life. This one has been a really strong card in the deck, and it's only a common. But with this card in the deck, I have survived numerous butt kickings just because every time a creature comes in the battlefield, I get a life. Yeah, it has saved my behind on numerous occasions. Imperious Perfect, Well-Wisher, which, again, you can tap this, gain a life for each elf in play. So if somebody else is playing an elf deck and you got this puppy out, you can well-wish yourself back to a couple hundred health pretty easily. Shaman of the Pact. This one's kind of nice. This is usually one of my game enders. If I can pull it off, when it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to the number of elves you control. So if I've got 10, 15, 20 elves and I drop this, you lose 10, 15, or 20 life. So works out very nicely. Voice of the Woods is another one that's really, really good. 3 green elf. Tap 5, untap elves you control, put a 7/7 green elemental creature token with trample into play. I've ended numerous games with this bad boy as well. You know, got a bunch of elves, got this guy out, and at the end of, the turn of the player right before me, tap a whole bunch of elves. Now I've got a bunch of elementals, and it is punch in the face time. Marwyn the Nurturer. Abomination of Llanowar. This is a very nice one. Has power and toughness equal to the number of elves you control plus a number of elf cards in your graveyard. So this one can be a big time, big hurt, vigilance, menace, big hurting kind of creature. Izuri, Renegade Leader. Jared, Golgari Lich Lord. And a Sangromancer. So, very nice one there. Whenever an opponent whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, I gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent discards a card, gain a life as well. So, being able to gain life off the discards of your opponents with this deck is very, very good, very strong. All right, so there you have it. That is my Nath of the Gilt-Leaf discarding Elf Tribal deck. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate hearing from you guys. Always love to see your comments, suggestions, anything like that. I will make sure, as always, to put my deck list in the comments, in the description below. But other than that, you guys have a happy, safe, fun day. Keep on gaming, you lovely gamer hounds. I will be back with more deck techs and more videos very soon. But if you have any questions or any comments or anything that you would like to, throw about this or anything else, please do. Throw comments below. I love hearing from you guys. Love talking with y'all, interacting, going back and forth with everybody. So the channel is constantly getting bigger. We are up over 250 and still growing. So I really thank you all. I really appreciate every bit of it. And other than that, I guess I will holler at you in the next video. Take it easy. Later.